Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another update video to Radium's Armament, bringing it to 3.1. That is correct. There's quite a lot of things added in this update, as well as bug fixes and changes and just quite a lot of stuff. So without further ado guys, let's get straight into it. First thing I want to mention though guys, this isn't new. This has been added a long time ago, but you see how much fog I have going on right now. That is my own custom fog, and if you don't like that, like you don't like my fog, you just have to tag yourself with like no_fog, and it will remove the fog, as you can see just in a second. See, now all my custom fog is gone. I personally really like the visuals of fog effects. So if you want it back, you just have to remove that tag, the no_fog. Just super simple. Just thought I'd point that out because I still see comments all the time asking how to remove the fog. So I thought I would just quickly say that. But yeah, let's continue, guys. So another really cool addition in Radium's Armament version 3.1 is the P250 got quite the facelift. So if you look at it, as you can see, it's got like these grooves and it's just got more detail. Before it was more blocky. Didn't have those like under railing. I don't know what you call them exactly, but it's like where you would put a flashlight. And I have been thinking about like maybe adding a flashlight in the future. But this feels like a completely new gun with how it's modeled and the new attachments with the suppressor. It just feels really, really cool, honestly, especially with the suppressor. So if I just go ahead and add the suppressor to the suppression slot, which is the third to last hotbar slot, as you can see, it says all this information about what the suppressors does. I went over this in my 3.0 video, but as you can see, I just added more weapon types that can actually use the suppressor now, which is super cool. But yeah, doesn't it look so cool? I think it looks so cool, the suppressor, and of course the audio is different now. So satisfying to use, honestly. Like I can't get enough of it. Like it's just so much fun to use. Feels like a completely new gun, you know what I'm saying? While this update doesn't add any new guns, but it just adds a ton of attachments, a ton of zombie stuff, and other fixes and whatnot, guys. Alrighty guys, as many of you know, last update added the Scar H's, and the Scar H's have a cool feature where if you're inspecting, you can change the guardrail attachments. And how I'm doing that is I press the inspect button, which is attack, and then I press attack again while I'm inspecting, and it changes those attachments for the guardrails. So I went in and added that to a few other guns for this feature. So now the M16A4 can now have some other attachments. So I made it so it can have the laser attachment. So if I just go ahead and press attack as I'm inspecting, it has that new sweet laser. And the laser doesn't really do anything, it's just aesthetic. But again, I made the more guns have the suppressor. The M16A4 is one of them, and as well as the holographic scope is another attachment that was added last update that only a few guns could use, but now more guns can use it. And I think the M16 and like the M4 look so sweet with the holographic suppressor and the laser sight attached, and of course all the sounds all change when you have the suppressor attached, which is super cool. And like all the like lights and stuff, like yeah, it's just so cool. So many things change when you have the suppressor attached. And the audio is actually quieter, so like if you're a player standing over there on that mountain, that's going to be a lot quieter when you hear them shoot it. It's still going to be quite loud because suppressors honestly aren't like end all be all where like it's dead silent in real life. So I didn't completely make it dead silent when you're shooting, but like if you didn't have it attached and someone's standing over there, it's gonna be quite loud still. But the suppressor does reduce it quite a lot, especially if they're further away. The further away they are, the quieter the guns will be, which is just so awesome in my opinion. Alright guys, let's go over the rest of the attachments or guns that have the new attachments in this update. The M4A1 is super sweet. So as you can see, it's just like it looks so what's the word, like spec ops, I guess, or yeah, it just has so many attachments now that you can do. Like I think it looks so freaking awesome. And of course, if you're inspecting and press attack, you can remove the laser sight, and if you press inspect again and then press attack while inspecting, you can add guardrails on the M4A1, which I think looks super cool. As you can see, it might be a little bit easier to see with the grip attachment. just so awesome. You see what I'm saying? It's like there's so much customization that you can do with these guns now. It's just so awesome. And another awesome one is the P90. The P90 also gets the suppressor as in this update and the laser sight, which is just so awesome. Oh, let me shoot the M4A1. As you can see, nothing crazy with the sound, but just more variety in gameplay. It's just, like I said, it's just so satisfying to use, you know? Like, they all feel like new guns with the suppressors and lasers, you know? To me, they do at least. And that's coming from someone who has spent thousands of hours, like, developing this and playing it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the suppressors are super cool. The P90 sounds really awesome. I'm a fan, and it looks so cool with the laser. It's just so cool. And again, I keep saying it, but if you press inspect and press attack, it will remove that attachment. And I did have it like transfer over to like the guns, you know what I mean? It's like, see how I have the laser attached on one gun? It will be attached on all the guns that have it. I thought about making it so like each gun has its own like ID for that. But I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll see the community's reaction in like how that functions. I personally kind of like just being able to have it all like globally attached, you know? Because it's not an item, like the laser sight's not an item. I just thought that was essential. But yeah, the holographic scope does not work on the P90. I just thought it looked too goofy, it was too big. But yeah, another gun that can have the holographic scopes are the RPKs, the AK-47s, the AWM, and of course the MP5 was one that could have it beforehand. But yeah, just go ahead and make sure that's in your last hotbar slot, of course, as always. And as you can see, they just have a quietly different sight, as you can see as before. And I was thinking about making it so the RPKs and the AK-47s should use the suppressor. I was kind of like, maybe they shouldn't, so I went ahead and held off on doing that. If you guys think they should have suppressors, let me know in the comments. I just personally didn't think they should, honestly, because I've never really seen that in reality. I know it's probably possible. Most guns you can do anything with these days, but yeah, I went ahead and made it so you can't. Of course, the AWM has the holographic scope attached there, which is super cool. And I will be adding a suppressor feature for the AWM in the future. I just wasn't satisfied with the SFX that I made beforehand, and I just wanted to get this update out as fast as possible because it was already delayed for so long, and the most recent Minecraft update has made a lot of things broken with this, like UI wise, and the zombies were broken. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what's going on with the new gun attachments. Nothing super crazy, you know, I just thought I would mention that. Forgot to mention, guys, the MP5 can also have the laser attachment equipped, and it's so awesome. And I slightly altered the way it sounded from the previous version. I think it sounds a lot better. It's just slight though, it's just a little bit different. But yeah, it's super cool. But another major thing coming in this update, for almost every gun, now you can be running. So hold on, let me just start sprinting so you can see the animation start going. And I can start hip firing while I'm running. You see how I didn't stop running? That is just so huge. And this was a major feature that needed to be added, because I added like all sorts of different zombie speeds so they can easily catch you. Like if you're just ADSing at them and you're trying to back away, like you see how slow you move. And with the zombies sprinting at you now, which we'll go over in a bit. I just wanted to save the zombie stuff for last because it's super awesome. But yeah, every single gun now can be fired. Like you see how there's no movement penalty when I start shooting? It's just so awesome. And again, like every gun you can be using, like you can just run and it doesn't like make you slow down like before. Just an awesome addition for all the guns. And the only gun that still has a hindrance for that is the minigun. So if I try to run with the minigun while I'm shooting, so let me start running, you can still like kind of run, but you see how slow I am, but it doesn't cancel your run entirely, which is just so awesome, you know. Like, so yeah, there's still some movement penalty for the minigun because it is just so large. and there's quite a few bug fixes. All the bug fixes will be in the description. But yeah, just so awesome. That feature is just a must for this update. Another sweet addition, guys, is another set of Radium Goggles. That's right, I went ahead and added Radium Goggles, so now you can have a red overlay for your nighttime raids and whatnot. I just thought that was so cool to have another addition like this. And the main reason why I added another version of the goggles was because there's an entire new system for the creative menu. So like if you go to the all category and scroll to the very bottom, nothing's gonna be there anymore. And why is that? It's because they're all properly organized in the correct groupings. So as you can see, like the weapons or the equipment will be in the equipment tab. Sorry, I can't speak. But as you can see, everything is properly grouped and organized. This was a recent update that I was unaware of that came out. It was like a couple updates ago, but I had no idea about. But yeah, we can have custom grouping. And in my most recent add-on on the marketplace, the blocks update add-on, I know that many of you have been like asking, why is there no grouping? I just didn't know it existed, guys. So there is a hot fix coming for the blocks update that like fixes all this, adds new crafting tables and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, guys, as you can see, all the attachments are grouped together. All the magazines and clips are grouped together, nicely organized. Yeah, the extended mags, they're just the drum mags, you know, they're all next to each other. The bullets, the rockets. Yeah, like as you can see, just everything's just nicely neat and organized, as you can see. And I went ahead and added a miscellaneous item tab just to keep everything next to each other, you know, rather than having in all sorts of different tabs. I went in and added all these into the equipment tab, even though it doesn't really make sense, you know. And another feature with this update, a lot of the items are now 3D. I mean, this is, you can't really tell with this, but the base of it is 3D, you know. So like the what do you call it, the targets are now 3D in your hand, which is super cool. What's another red or items? Okay, so the blocks, I did keep the blocks in a separate category because, you know, it made the most sense. You get the radium blocks all next to each other now, super cool. All the limb jars are in the categories now, and they're all nicely organized, you know, just all the blocks, you know. And another like major thing, okay, so the plant blocks I know should be in the nature tab. I just wanted to keep all my stuff next to each other so you guys don't have to go digging through all the different tabs, you know, just to find what you want. So I kept them in like 2 tabs pretty much. I do have a few spawn eggs still in the spawn egg section, you know. So like if I go to the spawn egg section, you still scroll down and you have the Radium Zombie stuff and the zombie like limbs. I thought about making like custom tabs for these. I was like, you know, let's just keep it next to all the other Minecraft stuff, you know. And yeah, of course the weapon displays are 3D items now as well in your hand. And they're not actually blocks still, guys, they're still entities. But you know, it's okay. But you can still attach all your guns on there, as you can see. Just super cool, super nifty. But yeah, guys, just a huge feature that Minecraft added that just slipped under my nose, because this has always been a pet peeve, as I've mentioned before in previous videos and whatnot. Just a super awesome addition to the add-on in general. Alrighty guys, let's get into the new zombie features that were added in this update. So now there are 2 actual different types of entities that can spawn in your world. So now there's a Radium Zombie ground spawn, and that's like they dig out of the ground, as you saw in the intro of this video. Super cool. So I went ahead and grabbed some of the animations from Raw Survival and whatnot and put them in here, just so you guys, I know Raw Survival is taking forever, so I was like, you know what, let's at least give them something from Raw Survival. So I thought, let's add the new spawning animations, and these guys will spawn naturally. So when you place it down, if you're far enough away, it will just look like there's nothing there, right? So if I go ahead and go underground, you see his head's just underground. I just kept the head there just like to notify like he's actually there, you know. Just so like I know, like when I'm testing and stuff, and like maybe you guys want to know. But if I go in and get within like, I think it's 4.5 blocks or 3.5 blocks of the zombie there, it will start to dig out of the ground, which is just so cool. And it looks like he wants to go after that villager over there. Here, let me get rid of him really quick. Super cool. Here, let me fly a little bit further away so he's not attached to that. But yeah, just such an awesome feature. You see what I'm saying? Just so cool. And if I just spawn it right there, he just instantly spawns out of the ground. Just so freaking awesome, guys. It's just so, I love it, you know? And the whole point of that is so it scares the crap out of you in survival. So like at the end of the video, I'll just run around in this map with mob spawning turned on, so you can see like what it's like, because these regular zombies, like these ones that spawn like this, will still naturally spawn, but I reduced how many they spawn in general, you know, so it doesn't like overwhelm the server. So I've removed a lot of how many can spawn at once for like the lower end device users. But yeah, just so cool. So you have like the regular ones spawning sometimes, and then you have these ground ones lurking underground, waiting for you to like just walk by and scare the crap out of you. You know what I mean? That was my whole like idea behind it. And if I like spawn one in, I know it's a bit tricky to spawn them without activating them. You have to be a good distance away, and sometimes they will be triggered by like cows or villagers. I made it so like if a cow walks over it, or a villager or something like walks within a certain vicinity of it, it will trigger the spawn, and he can still attack you while it's spawning. Just so awesome. And of course this feature has been in here where they celebrate their hunt, like whoever gets the last hit on the zombie will take the chunk of the zombie bits or like whatever it ate and just eat it. That's super. I love features like this so much, guys. Alrighty guys, let's go over the new zombie speeds that are available. So there's going to be a speed walker, a jogger, a runner, and a sprinter. So they just spawn randomly at naturally, and it's so awesome to me, you know. So here's like, that's a speed walker. Yeah, I believe that's a speed walker. But as you can see, the different speeds of the zombies makes it so much better, honestly. And see, there's the classic just like random walk one. Like, you see how much faster the zombies are now? Like, it makes the gameplay so much more entertaining and harder, you know. It's like, if you're kind of a noob at gaming, I recommend changing the zombie spawning to night only, so you don't get absolutely wrecked during the day, because these zombies do spawn during the day, and these ones will absolutely scare the crap out of you, like I mentioned before. I forgot to mention, guys, about these ground spawners. Like, I made them so they spawn on only specific blocks, right? So if you notice, like like the dirt particles like spawn, I'll probably add that for like other particles for different materials that it spawns on. But for now, here's a list of all the blocks that the ground spawning zombies can come out of. It's not a ton of blocks, but yeah, there's just a list right there. And like for the ones that spawn on like sand and stuff and like gravel, I do plan to add another feature in the future where it changes the actual textures and particle colors, you know, to make it make more sense, you know. And I do want to like add more zombie skins and like even biome dependent skins, which is something I want to do. This update, I was working on other zombie types, right? And I'm gonna like kind of leak something a little bit. I did have to take out a lot of content that I was working on for this update just to get it out to you guys, because it was taking me so long, and the most recent Minecraft update has broken some things in this add-on. But anyways, the future things that I want to do with zombies, like I mentioned, I want to have more skins that are biome dependent skins for the zombies, which would be amazing. And then I wanted to add mutant zombies, which is what I had started and I had to take away for now. So there's going to be a few different type of mutant zombies, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what all of them are, but I will tell you one, and that's the one zombie mutant zombie is a screecher. What I'm calling it a screecher. Maybe I should, no, I'm not going to show any footage of it yet, but the whole idea of these like ground zombies spawning came from that screecher. That's all I'm gonna say. It's something that's gonna come in the like next update, like more zombie types and whatnot. It's just stay tuned, guys, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty guys, I thought I would just end this video off by me playing some survival gameplay, just so you can see how the zombies are spawning and everything and all that happening at the same time. So this video is already done, so like if you guys don't want to watch this and just experience it for yourself, totally understandable. And it might be a little boring because I'm just gonna walk through this forest here and see how many zombies and whatnot actually interact with me. So yeah, let me turn on mob spawning real quick and see what happens. So let's just give it some time, see what's going on. I'm gonna actually add the new attachment to the M4 here. So I hear some zombies running. Let me just start walking around and see if I hear or see anything. Okay, so here's one. I wanted to scare the crap out of you. That's like the whole point. And see, here comes a regular one that spawned naturally. So those guys will still be spawning. Okay, there's another one. It won't be super overwhelming with the ground spawners, but I just like I said, I wanted you guys to experience like this, like I said, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, the zombie is super cool. So here's a regular like runner that's just terrifying, and it gets really hard if there's a ton of them. Okay, I went for an itch. Okay, yeah, see, as you can see, I'm already struggling. There's zombies spawning everywhere. So it makes it so much more entertaining, and it makes it more hard too. So like you gotta make sure you actually have the equipment when you're outside in the forest doing whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And of course they're gonna start eating all your animals that are trying to like run around. Ah man, it's just, I love this stuff. I don't know about you guys, it just makes it feel so cool to me. And maybe they spawn a little too much still, maybe I'll nerf it even more. But I like having action, you know what I'm saying? I like having a lot of action. And to me, it's not super difficult, especially if you have the gear to just run around and do your thing. And of course, you can just have a pet zombie if that's the case, you know. And zombies, like, see, I keep running around in the same area. Oh, there's another ground spawner. And like, say you cleared the area and you run away and you come back, ground spawners could also be spawning underground again just to like scare you. You know what I mean? Like, so like you may think that the area is clear, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, I just wanted to have a bunch of variety in gameplay. And again, like being able to run while shooting now for all the guns just makes it so much better to deal with these sprinters and whatnot. And it's just awesome, guys. That's gonna do it though. Thank you for watching this video. I know it took forever, but now that there's a lull in the zombie spawning, it's a good time to end it. But I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.